This is part 2 of this Victorian house tutorial. In my previous video, I showed how to make the exterior of this house. And in this video, I will show you how to make the interior of it. But don't go anywhere yet. I will be redoing the dimensions of the house in this video since it was a bit difficult to follow in the last one. But before we start, here are the materials you will need for the house. Pause the video when you need to. If you are in survival, I would recommend getting a bit extra of each material so you can follow along easier. You got all the materials? Good, we can move on to the house. So we will start off with the foundation of the house. The edges of the foundation should be made with deep slate tiles and the floor with cobbled deep slate. The lengths of each side are shown on screen, so pause the video until you can get that done. Are we good? Great, so let's move on to the main house. So the first thing we will do is the layout of the house with terracotta. Here are the dimensions of the base. Pause the video until you can have the dimensions laid out. Got it done? Good. We can now build up the house. Upon the original base, stack up 6 layers of terracotta. In total, the walls should be 7 blocks tall. On top of the terracotta, stack 3 layers of granite. Once you have that done, we will have a slightly different layout, but still continue using granite. The next layer will also be granite, but with a different layout again. Once you have these dimensions laid out, stack 3 more layers of granite. Next, we will change the block we are using to bricks. On top of the granite, stack 6 layers of bricks. Once you have those layers finished, move to the left side of the house and create a triangle with bricks. On the right side of the house, create another triangle, but the peak should be 2 blocks tall. Once you have these 2 triangles done, we will create a new layout. Follow these new dimensions, and once you have that done, we will stack up more layers. On top of this layout, add 1 layer of bricks. Then we will move to the back of the house. Along this face, add a triangle with a 2-block peak. Then only in this section, add a layer of bricks. Add another layer, but on the front of the house, move back the layer by a block. Then, on top of the layer you just added, add 2 triangles made out of acacia planks with 2-block peaks. Now we will move on to the towers. The first tower we will work on is the front tower. Add 2 layers of bricks. On top of the bricks, add 7 layers of acacia. In total, the front tower should be 32 blocks tall. Now we will move on to the back tower. Add 2 layers of bricks. On top of the bricks, add 15 layers of acacia planks. In total, the back tower should be 40 blocks tall. One more thing to do is to mix the layers together. Once you have the layers laid down and mixed, go back to the first video, which should show up in the time card now. Good luck with the exterior, and hope to see you back for the interior. Those of you who have already completed the exterior, let's move along. We will first start with the floor of the house. The first part we will work on is by the 2 entrances. First, place a dark oak stair 1 block away from the wall and an upside down stair next to it. Do the same thing to the other side. By the upside down stair, place another stair on each side and connect those stairs with dark oak slabs. Do this exact same design on the other door. Inside the boxes we created, break the foundation and replace it with stripped dark oak wood. Once the boxes are filled, outline the edges of the house with dark oak planks. Once the edges are done, fill in the space with stripped dark oak wood. Next, we will outline the rooms. Use dark oak planks as the outline. Here on screen is the full floor plan of the house with the lengths of the walls. Pause the video here so you can get an outline laid out. Once you have that done, we will start on the walls. The walls will have a striped pattern of magenta and pink terracotta. This pattern will go up 9 blocks from the dark oak plank outline you did. Before we do the rest of the walls, we will create a design on the entrances. Outline the edge of the doorway with dark oak planks. In the corners, add dark oak stairs. Around the door frame and window, add the striped wall pattern I mentioned earlier. Once you have that done, place dark oak stairs in the middle at the top and bottom of the window. On the sides, add an upside down stair and another stair on top. From the stairs, place slabs at the top part of each stair on the sides. Along the sides of the middle stairs, place dark oak trapdoors. And finally, connect the middle two stairs with dark oak fences. Do the same design to the other entrance. Once you have the two entrances done, do the striped wall pattern for most of the floor. Make sure to leave a 3x7 gap for each room entrance, excluding the front tower entrance, which will be 2x7, the back tower entrance, which will be 3x6, and the library, which will be 4x7. In the rooms where the walls are an even number, you will double up on one color in the middle of the wall, like shown. The only room where you won't have to do the striped wall pattern is the kitchen. Refer back to the floor plan if you need a reminder of what room that is. In the kitchen, the walls will be made out of quartz bricks. However, ensure that there is a 4x6 gap in the wall to the left of the entrance in the room. In the corners of the gap, place smooth quartz stairs. The other exception to the wall pattern rule is in the two towers. We will start in the front tower. Remember to refer back to the floor plans if you need to. For 6 blocks above the dark oak plank base, place yellow terracotta. Above this yellow terracotta, we will do a dark oak stair pattern. First, place dark oak stairs on the sides of this space facing in. Connect these two stairs. Do this pattern for all sides of the tower. Above this pattern, place yellow concrete powder for 3 layers. Repeat the stair pattern we did above the yellow concrete powder for 3 sides of the wall, only on the sides that have windows. For the wall that doesn't have any windows, leave a 3x5 gap for a door. But from the stair pattern, place yellow terracotta for 7 layers. After that layer of yellow terracotta, repeat the stair pattern for all sides of the wall. Below the top windows, add yellow terracotta. Above the windows, add yellow terracotta, but in a U shape. In the gap left, place a dark oak plank. Do this for all sides. To create the ceiling, above the dark oak plank, place another dark oak plank on top, then one going in. Place a nether brick wall in the center. Then place dark oak planks around the nether brick wall. In the corners, place dark oak slabs at the top layers of the blocks. Finally, change the center blocks of the windows to glass panes rather than just glass. Make sure you do this for all the windows in the tower. Move into the back tower, depress the floor by 1 block, and change it to stripped dark oak wood. Surround the walls with dark oak planks as the base, and add dark oak slabs at the entrance. From the dark oak planks, stack orange terracotta 5 blocks high. Here we will replicate the stair pattern we did in the other tower here for all sides of the tower. Make sure it goes over the entrance at the same level as the rest of the stairs. From the stairs, go up by 6 blocks with orange terracotta. Above this layer, do a layer of dark oak planks on 3 sides. On the wall to the right of the window, 2 of the blocks will be stripped dark oak wood. From here, go up 6 blocks with orange terracotta. However, leave a 2x5 hole above the stripped dark oak wood for a doorway. Above the layer of terracotta, do this stair pattern for all 4 walls again. From the stairs, stack up the orange terracotta by 6 blocks. Above this layer, place dark oak planks surrounding the corners 3 blocks high. At the top and bottom of the gaps left, place dark oak stairs. In the remaining gap, place dark oak trapdoors. Then place orange terracotta below the windows. Above the windows, create a U shape with orange terracotta. In the gap left, place a dark oak plank. Place another dark oak plank above the plank and another moving in. From there, place a nether brick wall and surround it with dark oak planks. In the corners, place dark oak slabs. The last thing we need to do for the towers is replace the middle windows with panes. If you follow the directions accurately so far, the entire first floor should have walls. Directly above these walls, place dark oak planks. In between the planks, fill it in with stripped spruce wood. However, there are 2 exceptions, one being the entrance hall. In the entrance hall, leave a 7x13 gap in the ceiling. It should be 4 blocks away from the front entrance and 3 blocks away from the back entrance. The other exception will be the sitting lounge. Again, refer back to the floor plans if you need to. For 5 blocks, the ceiling will be in between the dark oak planks like normal. However, below the 5th layer of blocks, add spruce slabs. From here on out, the ceiling will be 1 block lower than the rest. The next thing we will do is replace the windows. Replace all the glass blocks in the windows with blue glass panes, except the ones in the towers. You should have already done those. At the dark oak layer, we will replace every other block with an upside down dark oak stair. For rooms that share the same wall, make sure to alternate which way the stair is facing so it still looks like a block from the other side. On even walls, make sure to either have 2 blocks in the middle or 2 stairs. The last thing we will do before detailing the rooms is finishing the doorways. The first doorway we will do is the library one. Break the sides so there is a 5-block gap. Fill in that gap with dark oak planks. However, at the top, place an upside down stair. Place another stair beside it. Above the inward stair, place another upside down stair above it. Do the same thing for the other side. Between the top 2 stairs, place dark oak planks. Below the stairs, place dark oak trapdoors. And that's one of the doorways done. Moving over to the sitting lounge, create 5-block gaps on each side. Stack 4 dark oak plank blocks in the gaps and add upside down stairs at the tops. Add another stair beside the stairs you just placed and the stairs above those. Place a dark oak plank at the top. Lastly, add dark oak trapdoors below the stairs. Do this design for every 3x7 doorway. For the front tower doorway, place dark oak planks 6 blocks high from the original dark oak base. In between these planks, add 2 stairs facing each other. The last doorway that needs some work is the back tower. Create 4-block gaps on the sides and fill them in with dark oak planks. 3 blocks from the floor, place an upside down dark oak stair. Above those stairs, planks. Place 2 more stairs facing inward from the blocks. Above those stairs, add dark oak planks. Below the middle block, add a chain and a lantern. We will add one more thing to the doorways: lighting. On the sides of the doorways, 2 blocks from the ground, add a spruce fence, then an end rod. Add this lighting fixture to every doorway except the dining room and back tower. That should be all the doorways complete. Now we will move on to the detailing of the rooms. So the first room we will do is the entrance hall. At the entrances, above the stairs you already placed, place dark oak blocks above the normal stairs. In between the blocks, place a slab. Do this for both sides and both entrances. At the end block, place a block above it. Then place 2 nether brick walls above that block. Then 2 dark oak fences above the walls. Then 2 walls above the fences. Finally, 2 blocks above those walls. Around the top block, place upside down stairs facing away from it. Do the same pillar design to the other side and to the other entrance. However, on the other entrance, we will have an arch instead of stairs. Beside the top blocks, place another block going in. Then place slabs beside the blocks. And finally, a dark oak trapdoor in the middle. Starting from above the window, place dark oak buttons every other block, 1 block below the ceiling. Behind the arch we created in between the pillars, we will add another arch. Add 1 block below the ceiling and place an upside down stair. Place a block above that stair and then another block next to that block. Place a slab next to the block and a trapdoor next to the slab. Do the same design to the other side. We will now add a trim to the ceiling. Starting from the back entrance pillar, place a slab followed by a block. Alternate like this until you've added a trim around the entire ceiling. Though above the sitting lounge, we will add an arch. 1 block from the ceiling, add an upside down stair. Above that stair, add a dark oak plank block and add another block beside it. In the middle, add a slab. Do not add the trim to the hallway just yet. We will do something else there. Once you have the trim done for the main entrance hall, we will move to this hallway real quick. Starting from the right side corner, we will create the same arch we did above this sitting lounge. Every 2 blocks, you will repeat the same arch until you reach the end of the hallway. To fill the spaces in between the arches, we will finish the trim. Alternate from slab slab to block block. Next we will deal with this hole in the ceiling. In the corners, add dark oak planks. Above those dark oak planks, add 4 more dark oak planks. Above the ceiling, add a layer of stripped spruce wood. Above this layer, add 2 layers of stripped dark oak wood. Moving down to the layer of the ceiling, add a dark oak stair every other block starting from 1 block away from the corners. Below the stairs and the corner dark oak blocks, add a dark oak slab. Between each slab, add a dark oak trapdoor. Make sure it is on the layer of the slab, not the stair. Pick a dark oak stair and place an upside down oak stair above it. Then place another oak stair above that. Do this for every dark oak stair. Above every trapdoor, add 2 dark oak fences. Above these fences, add an oak slab. Above each oak stair, add an upside down dark oak stair. Between these stairs, add dark oak trapdoors. Find the middle parts of each side and place a dark oak plank. Place a dark oak slab above each plank. Next, place upside down dark oak stairs in the gaps between the planks. The stairs should face from the corners towards the center. And finally, place dark oak trapdoors above the stairs. Now the center overlook is complete. Now we will add some lanterns hanging from the ceiling. We will start from the front entrance. Place 2 chains and a lantern between these 2 stairs. Next, starting from this corner, place 2 chains and a lantern. Do this for every 2 blocks. Do the same to the other side. For the back entrance, in the center block between the trapdoors, place 2 chains and a lantern. Next, we will create an entrance to the basement. Open up a 3x4 hole in the floor 4 blocks away from the back entrance. Starting from 1 block away from the edge of the floor, start creating a staircase. Make sure the staircase goes towards the front entrance. On top of the blocks, add stairs. On the edges, make the stairs dark oak, and in the middle, make it spruce. Continue this stair pattern down for a bit. We will finish this staircase later. Around the hole, break the floor and replace it with dark oak planks. In the corners, place dark oak plank blocks. Place dark oak slabs on top of the blocks. Also replace this middle block with a slab. Above the slab, place a dark oak plank. Place upside down stairs between the blocks. Finally, place dark oak trapdoors above the stairs. Next, we will detail this wall in the entrance hall. Start by placing 6 grass blocks at the base of the wall. There should be 2 blocks of space on the wall on either side. Surround the grass with jungle trapdoors. Place 4 flowering azaleas on the grass. In between the spaces, place blue orchids. Above the orchids, place upside down dark oak stairs. Place more stairs on the outsides of the initial stairs facing outward. Above the outside stairs, place more stairs above them. Above the inside azalea plants, place dark oak trapdoors. Above the 2 outside stairs, place 2 dark oak trapdoors. Then above the trapdoors, place upside down stairs. Above the stairs, place trapdoors. Place stairs inward from the trapdoors. Fill in the space in between the stairs with trapdoors. On the outside of the frame, place dark oak buttons on the outsides of the stairs. Finally, in the space in the frame, place a painting. That should finalize this wall. On the wall to the right of the sitting lounge doorway, we will place some shelves. On the right edge of the wall, place an upside down dark oak stair 2 blocks from the floor. To the left of the stair, place a slab and then a trapdoor. Above the end rod, place a dark oak slab. To the right of the slab, place 2 trapdoors. On the bottom shelf, place a flower pot in the middle with an azure bluette. On the top shelf, place a flower pot with a fern. Next to the fern, place a skull. Moving to the wall to the left of the front tower doorway, at the level of the end rod, place 2 spruce trapdoors to the left. 2 blocks from the far left trapdoor, place 2 more spruce trapdoors at the top of the second block. On the bottom shelf, place a bookshelf and a chest. At the top shelf, place a bookshelf and a flower pot with a fern. To the left of the front entrance, we will work on this wall. At the base of the wall, make a table with spruce stairs and a spruce trapdoor. On top of the stairs, place flower pots with flowering azalea. 2 blocks from the table, create a shelf with spruce stairs and a trapdoor. On top of the shelf, place bookshelves and a flower pot with a blue orchid. Directly above the bookshelves, make another bookshelf with a spruce slab and trapdoors. On that shelf, place a bookshelf, chest, and a skull. Moving left along the wall, place 2 dark oak trapdoors at the level of the end rod. Place a double chest above the trapdoors. To the right and 2 blocks up, place 2 more dark oak trapdoors at the top of the second block. Place a chest and a flower pot with a blue orchid. To the left of the doorway of the main lounge, create a shelf with dark oak stairs and a trapdoor that is 4 blocks off the ground. Above the stairs, place dark oak fences. Above the left fence, place a dark oak stair, and then to the right of the stair, place a slab, then a trapdoor. In the space, place a painting. Below the shelf, we are going to create a clock. Below the trapdoor, place a spruce slab on the floor. Along the sides of the slab, place 3 spruce trapdoors. In between the third layer trapdoors, place a note block. Above the note block, place a spruce trapdoor. Below the note block, place a copper rod. Lastly, add an item frame with a clock. The last thing we will do in the entrance is to add some carpet. In front of the front entrance, create a 3x5 red carpet rectangle. Around it, place yellow carpet. At the back entrance, create a 2x3 red carpet rectangle. And around it, place yellow carpet. With that, the entrance hall is complete. Now we will be moving over to the library. The first thing we will do in this room is break a 5x7 hole in the wall directly facing the doorway. On the left wall, create a spruce wood pillar, 1 block to the right of the left corner that is 8 blocks high. Create another 8 block tall pillar on the right corner. Connect these 2 pillars with spruce wood. In front of the pillars, create another spruce wood pillar that is 7 blocks tall. Moving over to the hole in the wall, create a 5 block tall pillar on the right side. On the 6th block, add an upside down dark oak stair. On this stair, place 1 spruce wood block. At the top of the hole, place spruce wood. Moving back to the left wall, place more spruce wood below the top spruce wood. At the tops of the 7 block pillars, place dark oak stairs. And in between the 7 block pillars, alternate between slabs and blocks. Do the same thing to the second part. Above the blocks, place a slab. Above the slabs, place dark oak trapdoors. In the hole in the wall, fill it in with bookshelves and looms. Do the same thing in the space in between the 8 block tall pillars. In between the 7 block pillars, create a table with spruce stairs, slab, and a trapdoor. 3 blocks above the table on the 3rd block, create a shelf using dark oak slabs and trapdoors. Over on the other side of the bookcase, 2 blocks from the floor, create a shelf using a dark oak stair, slab, and trapdoor. In the corner of the bookshelves, place 2 anvils. On the table, place a soul lantern and a flower pot with a flowering azalea. On the upper shelf, place an ender chest, skull, and 2 flower pots with cornflowers. And finally, over in the space below the end rod, place some barrels. Over on the wall with windows, place 2 lecterns with spruce trapdoors connecting them. Right above that, create a shelf with spruce slabs in the middle and trapdoors on the sides. Above the trapdoor, place 2 spruce fences. Above the fences, place trapdoors. Connect those trapdoors with spruce slabs. In the middle of that gap, place a painting. At the top layer of the windows, create a shelf with spruce slabs and trapdoors. On the top of that shelf, place an anvil and a flower pot with a blue orchid. Moving to the ceiling, we will add buttons. 1 block below the ceiling, place a button every other block. However, there should be 2 buttons in the middle of each wall. Now to add the trim. Starting from a corner, place a block every other block. There should be no blocks above the buttons. Fill in the spaces with dark oak slabs. Create a small arch on the ceiling by using dark oak slabs and trapdoors. These arches should go towards the windows. There should be a 1, 2, and 1 blocks of space between the dark oak. Add a spruce fence and an end rod 2 blocks from the ground on the spruce wood pillar closest to the window. In the 1 block wide rows on the ceiling, place 2 chains and a soul lantern next to where the dark oak blocks are. On the floor, place an enchantment table. It should be 2 blocks away from the spruce trapdoor on the table. Around the enchantment table, place magenta carpet in a plus shape. In the corners, break the floor and replace it with purple wool. Surround the carpet with pink carpet. And with that final touch, the library is complete. The next room we will do is the sitting lounge. The first thing we will do is open up a hole in the right wall. 3 blocks from the doorway, break open a 2x5 hole. Break a wall behind it by 1 block. Also break the dark oak layer at the bottom. Place 2 upside down stairs facing each other at the bottom. Then at the back of the wall, fill it in with bookshelves and looms. At the top of the second layer, place some spruce trapdoors. Add a wither skull on top of the dark oak shelves and a flower pot with an oxy daisy on the spruce trapdoors. On top of the hole, place 2 upside down dark oak stairs facing each other. Next to the stairs you just placed, place dark oak stairs. Place dark oak slabs in between the stairs. And on the stairs, place dark oak trapdoors. Along the sides of the opening, place dark oak trapdoors. Around each 2x5 window, we will do the same frame design we did around the bookshelf. 3 of the windows in this room should have that design. The next thing we will add is the furniture. Place 2 smooth quartz stairs facing each other. The first one should align with the trapdoors closest to the doorway. Place birch signs along the sides of the quartz stairs. In between the stairs, place an oak fence with an iron trapdoor on top of it. 2 blocks away from the seats, place 3 smooth quartz stairs facing the large window with the ends cornered. 1 block in front of the couch, place 3 smooth stone slabs. That will be all the furniture that I will add to this room. The last thing we will work on in this room is the ceiling. On the wall where the doorway is, we will create an arch. It is the exact same arch we did on the other side of the wall. 2 blocks away from the arch you just created, create the same arch. Create the same arch again, but this time 3 blocks away. Then the last arch will be 2 blocks away at the other end of the room. In between the arches that are 2 blocks away from each other, place 2 dark oak stairs facing each other. In between the arches that are 3 blocks away, place dark oak blocks at the sides of the arches and place a slab in the middle. Starting from these 2 positions above the big window, add dark oak buttons every other block. Lastly, add 2 chains and a lantern in the center section between the arches that are 3 blocks apart. That will complete the sitting lounge. The next room we will work on is the kitchen. The first thing you will add is 3 black carpets 1 block away from the doorway. Everything after the black carpet, turn it into polished diorite. On the wall with the doorway, place a stripped spruce pillar all the way to the roof in the left corner. 2 blocks away from that, place another stripped spruce pillar. In the right corner, bring down a stripped spruce pillar just to above the dark oak stair in the doorway. Place a spruce slab underneath the pillar above the doorway. From above the doorway, alternate between spruce blocks and slabs, with the slabs being at the bottom layer of the block. Do this pattern for only 2 of the walls. Leave a gap in between these 2 blocks. From the ceiling, bring down smooth stone 7 blocks. At the bottom, place 3 smooth stone slabs. 2 blocks down from the spruce slab trim, add spruce trapdoors. On the stripped wall section, place 2 spruce slabs, a slab up from the trapdoors. Above the slabs, place barrels. For the rest of it, place spruce stairs in between the trapdoors and the spruce trim. In front of the spruce stairs, add oak trapdoors. At the base of the walls with the cabinets, add a dripstone counter. Add another dripstone counter in the middle of the room with a U shape. In this space, add a cauldron with water. On the counter side with the sink, add jungle trapdoors. Add jungle trapdoors to the other dripstone counters as well. Below the smooth stone vent, add 3 furnaces. Add birch trapdoors in front of the furnaces. On top of the furnaces, add a gray carpet. On the counters next to the furnaces, add a brewing stand, crafting table, and a jungle pressure plate. On the counter with the striped wall, add a flower pot with a poppy. On the island, add jungle slabs to the opposite side of the sink. Also place some candles on the island counter. On the wall next to the doorway, we will add 2 spruce trapdoor shelves. The bottom one being the 3rd block up from the ground. The top one being 2 blocks from the bottom shelf. Place flower pots on these shelves. In the gap next to the shelves, add another shelf with spruce slabs and trapdoors that is 2.5 blocks from the dark oak trim. On the top shelf, add bookshelves and barrels. On the ceiling, create a dark oak trim alternating between blocks and slabs. Create supports on the ceiling with dark oak slabs and trapdoors. These supports should leave 3 1-block wide gaps. In the middle gap, add 2 lighting fixtures with 3 chains and a lantern. These fixtures should be 2 blocks apart. Finally, below every slab in the ceiling trim, add a dark oak button. That will complete the kitchen. A fitting room to do next is the dining room. 1 block away from the doorway, break open a 2x5 hole in the wall. Fill that hole in with glass. At the top layer of glass, place 2 upside down dark oak stairs. On top of those stairs, add dark oak trapdoors. Between the trapdoors, add dark oak slabs. Along the sides of the glass, add dark oak trapdoors. Use the same design with every 2x5 window in this room. The 3x5 window in this room is basically the same design, however the middle slab will go up by a slab. Once you have finished framing the windows, we will add the furniture. In the middle of the room, place 4 upside down spruce stairs. Each stair should be 2 blocks away from the walls. These 2 sides of stairs should be facing away from each other. Connect the stairs with spruce slabs. Make sure there is a space in the middle. In the middle space, add oak trapdoors. Around the table, add oak stairs. There should be 1 on the narrow sides of the table and 2 on the wide sides. In front of each chair, add an iron pressure plate. Add candles to these 2 trapdoors. Each candle stack should have 3 candles. Moving to the ceiling, add a dark oak trim that alternates between blocks and slabs. Create supports with slabs and trapdoors that leave 2 1-block wide gaps and a 3-block wide gap. Below every slab in the trim, add a dark oak button. Lastly, we will add a chandelier. In the middle of the 3-block gap, add an andesite wall. Below the wall, add 2 chains. Below the chains, make a cross pattern with andesite walls. In the corners of the walls, add iron bars. Below the center of the wall, add 1 more iron bar. Below the walls, add lanterns. And add a lantern below the center iron bar as well. And that is the dining room complete. Now moving on to the last room of the first floor, the main lounge. The first thing we will work on is the windows. Next to the top layers of glass, add an upside down dark oak stair. In between the stairs, create an arch with slabs. On top of the stairs, place dark oak trapdoors. Along the sides of the windows, add trapdoors. Replicate the same design over to the other 3x5 window. Leave the 1x5 window alone. Below the 3x5 windows, create tables using spruce stairs and a trapdoor. In between the windows, create a spruce trapdoor shelf. Add 2 more shelves above the bottom one, each one being 2 blocks apart. On the top shelf, place a double chest. On the middle shelf, place 2 flower pots with white tulips. Leave the bottom shelf empty. On the tables, place light blue candles with 3 in each candle stack. On the wall next to the doorway, create a table using spruce planks and stairs. Place a spruce trapdoor on the left side of the table. On top of the table, add bookshelves and looms. Add 2 more trapdoors on the left side. On the top of the bookshelves, create a 4x2 square of glass. Make sure the left side is completely covered with spruce trapdoors. On top of the glass, add 2 spruce trapdoors and slabs. On this empty wall, create a table with spruce stairs and a slab. It should be 2 blocks away from the display case, and 3 blocks away from the other wall. On top of the table, add flower pots with flowering azaleas. 3 blocks above the table, add a spruce trapdoor shelf that is 5 blocks wide. A block above the trapdoors, place 2 dark oak stairs facing away from each other. Add chains connecting the stairs to the trapdoors. Add more chains above the stairs. Between the stairs, add dark oak trapdoors. Now add armor stands on top of the spruce trapdoors with iron armor. To do this, make sure you open the dark oak trapdoors so Minecraft lets you place down the armor stands. Above the dark oak trapdoors, add barrels. Above the chains, add dark oak stairs. Above the barrels, add dark oak trapdoors. A block in front of the table, add 5 smooth quartz stairs with the sides cornered. Create an opposite facing couch 3 blocks away from the first one. In between these 2 couches, place 3 smooth stone slabs. Around the smooth stone, add red carpet. Along the sides of the carpet, add yellow carpet. Then add a painting above the table. Add another 2x2 painting above the display case. For the ceiling, do the same dark oak trim we have been doing for each room, though the section above the double chest should have 2 slabs. Add supports to the ceiling with dark oak slabs and trapdoors so that the sides of the ceiling are 3 blocks wide and the middle is 2 blocks wide. Below each slab in the trim, add a dark oak button. In the middle of this 3 wide section, create 2 light fixtures with 2 chains and a lantern. That will complete all the rooms for the first floor. Take a quick breather and pat yourself on the back. We've made it pretty far, but there's still a ways to go. If this guide has been helpful for you so far, drop a quick like and sub. It would be greatly appreciated. We also have a Discord server you can join. It will be linked in the description. Anyway, back to making the second floor of this house. Before we can get started on the second floor, we need a way up there. So we will use the 2 towers for staircases up. The first tower we will use is the back tower. In the middle of the tower, create a nether brick wall pillar all the way to the roof. Then, starting from the left side, go up by a slab every block. Take this staircase all the way to the top of the tower and cut it off just below the top windows. Now we will move over to the other tower. Create a nether brick wall pillar in the middle of the tower. Again, starting from the left side, go up a slab every block until you reach the top of the tower. Cut it off just before you reach the top windows. That is, the staircase is finished. Now we can move on to the second floor. Things get a little more complicated here, so follow along carefully. First thing we will do is cover this window by the back tower. Cover it with magenta terracotta. The next thing we will do is fill in the floor. There will be 3 separate floor levels. The first floor level will be 2 blocks up from the ceiling and cover from 2 blocks to the left of this overlook to 1 block to the left of this back tower entrance to the second floor. The next floor layer will be at the left side of the house, just above the ceiling. The last floor layer will be on the right side of the house. It'll just be 1 block down from the main floor layer. Next, we will outline the brick wall with dark oak planks, though there are a few specialties. Next, near the overlook, on the side opposite of the balcony entrance, knock out this corner block from the left side. Lastly, create this indent that slightly goes into the brick wall. Next, we will outline the rooms. Follow this floor plan shown on screen. Once you have the rooms outlined, we can move on to the next part. The next thing we will work on is the walls. The walls will have the same stripe pattern as the first floor, but we will use purple terracotta and stripped crimson hyphae. This stripe pattern will go in every room except the bathroom. Along the main floor, the wall should go up by 8 blocks above the dark oak trim. In the lounge, double the stripped crimson hyphae in the middle of the room since it's an even length. In the 3 wide doors, leave a 3x6 hole. When you are making the walls, You can break the brick walls if you do not reveal the outside, though avoid breaking the blackstone bricks. At the end of the hallway, at the back tower entrance, cap the hole at 6 blocks. In the bedroom on the right side of the house, the wall should go up by 7 blocks from the dark oak trim. The door leading to this bedroom should have a 2x5 gap. On the left side of the house with the lowest floor level, the wall should go up by 7 blocks from the dark oak trim. The other doorway to the bedroom should also be 2x5. The middles of the walls in the other bedroom should also double up on the stripes. Then we will work on the bathroom. On the left side of the bathroom, create a U shape with quartz bricks. Then break and replace the dark oak planks with quartz bricks. On the left side, stack 3 layers of quartz bricks. Above the rest of the quartz bricks, stack quartz bricks up to 6 blocks. On the right side, cap this area so that it is only 4 blocks tall. Above the quartz bricks, add 3 layers of white terracotta. Now we will add the ceiling. In the hallway in front of the back tower entrance, add a stripped spruce wood ceiling that is 6 blocks from the floor. For the lounge and bathroom, create a stripped spruce wood ceiling that is 9 blocks from the floor. In the bedrooms and left side hallway, add a stripped spruce wood ceiling that is 7 blocks from the floor. In the hallway between the lounge and the bathroom, create a ceiling that is 8 blocks tall from the floor. In the overlook room, create a ceiling that is 7 blocks from the floor. The transition from the left side hallway to the overlook room should look like this. We will do the same thing we did on the first floor and change the blue glass in the windows to blue stained glass panes. Once we have that finished, we will edit the dark oak trim on the walls. In the dark oak trim, alternate between upside down dark oak stairs and blocks, like we did on the first floor. In the sections where stripes are doubled, either double the stairs or the blocks. Once you are finished with the dark oak trim, we will add trims to the doorways and fill them in. Starting from the back tower doorway, break the walls around the edges of the gap and replace them with dark oak planks. Below the top of the doorway, add 2 dark oak stairs facing each other. Moving to the right bedroom, break the edges of the doorway and replace it with dark oak planks, but leave the top open. In the corners, place 2 dark oak stairs. Place 2 dark oak doors at the base. Fill in the rest of the space with dark oak trapdoors. Moving to the lounge doorway, break 4 blocks on either side of the doorway and replace it with dark oak planks. Fill in the top with planks as well. Add dark oak stairs in the corners of the doorway. Now to the bathroom door. Break 4 blocks on either side of the doorway. Place 3 dark oak planks on the sides. Extend the wall down by 1 block and place planks below the extension. Place stairs in the corners. Place 1 dark oak door in the middle. Then fill in the rest of the space with dark oak trapdoors. Moving to the balcony door, place stairs in the corners. Break the edges of the doorway and replace it with dark oak planks. Now to the front tower entrance doorway. Break the edges of the doorway. On the sides, place dark oak planks, but leave spaces in the corners. Place stairs in the corners and stairs next to the stairs. In the top part, place stairs and a block in between them. Below the stairs, add a dark oak trapdoor. If you have granite left behind this doorway, replace it with yellow terracotta. Now to the last doorway, the left side bedroom. Break the sides of the doorway and place 3 dark oak planks. Fill in the top space with dark oak stairs. Make sure the middle stairs are facing toward the hallway. Place 2 dark oak doors at the base. Fill in the rest of the space with dark oak trapdoors. That will complete all the doorways to the second floor. Moving to the back tower hallway, we will first make a change at this corner. Replace 5 blocks with dark oak planks. At the top here, add 2 dark oak stairs facing each other. On the ceiling, place upside down stairs. However, have each line go in different directions so that the spaces in the stairs alternate, though the stairs directly behind the arch should face directly towards the arch. On this wall that is 2 blocks wide, place 2 sets of spruce trapdoors. One that is on the second block from the floor, and the other that is 2 blocks above the bottom set of trapdoors. On the other wall, place 2 spruce trapdoors that are on the third block from the floor. In between the 2 sets of trapdoors on the 2 wide wall, add a painting. On the other shelf, add a flower pot with a blue orchid and a lantern. That will complete this hallway. The first thing we will do will be on this right side wall. 2 blocks from the wall with the window, break open a 3x5 hole with a point at the top. Place 2 spruce fences at the bottom, and above those fences, add 2 upside down spruce stairs. Add a spruce slab in between the stairs. Then, place a lantern at the bottom. Above the stairs, place 2 flower pots with blue orchids. A slab above the flowers, add 2 spruce slabs. Between the slabs, add a spruce trapdoor. On that shelf, add bookshelves. In the block above the bookshelves, place a spruce block. Along the sides of the bookshelves, place spruce stairs. Below the stairs, add spruce trapdoors. Add more spruce trapdoors above the stairs. Along the sides of the stairs, add more spruce trapdoors. And on these trapdoors, add spruce slabs. Add another spruce slab in the middle, a slab up from the other slabs. Next, we will work on the window. Along the top layer of the window, add 2 dark oak stairs. In between the stairs, add dark oak slabs, a slab up, and another slab in the middle, also a slab up. Below the 2 slabs, add dark oak trapdoors. Along the sides of the windows, add dark oak trapdoors. Below the window, create a table with spruce stairs and a trapdoor. On the table, add 2 sets of white candles with 2 candles in each set. In the middle of the table, add a flower pot with this spruce sapling. That will complete this window. On the left side wall, in between the bedroom door and window, add 2 upside down dark oak stairs 2 blocks off the ground. There should be 2 blocks of striped wall on either side of the stairs. Beside the stairs, add dark oak trapdoors. Above the trapdoors, add 2 more trapdoors on either side. Then replicate the design at the bottom above these trapdoors. In the center, add a painting. Now moving to the floor, a block away from the table, create a 5 wide smooth quartz couch. 3 blocks away from the first couch, make another smooth quartz couch facing towards the first one. In between the couches, place 3 smooth stone slabs. Around the smooth stone, place orange carpet. Now we will create another display case near the door. This will be on the right side wall. 2 blocks away from the doorway, place a spruce plank block. Along the sides of the spruce block, place upside down spruce stairs facing into the room. Place dark oak signs along the front. Create a 3x3 square of glass above the spruce table. Add spruce trapdoors along the sides of the case. Add more spruce trapdoors along the top as well. About 1.5 blocks above the display case, add spruce slabs 3 blocks apart. Add spruce slabs on top of the previous slabs. In between the bottom slabs, fill the space with spruce trapdoors. Add bookshelves on top of the trapdoors. A block in front of the display, create a 3x3 square of red carpet with orange carpet in the middle. That will be all the furniture in this room. Now to work on the ceiling. From the trim, do the same thing we've been doing in the other rooms and alternate between dark oak blocks and slabs. Where the stripes double up, double the blocks. Create supports on the ceiling with dark oak slabs and trapdoors so that there is 2 3-block wide sections and 1 4-block wide section in the middle. In the middles of the 3 wide sections, create light fixtures with 2 chains and a lantern. In the 4 wide section, create 2 light fixtures. Each fixture will be a block apart on alternating lines. One fixture will have 1 chain and a lantern. The other will have 3 chains and a lantern. Lastly, below each slab in the trim, add a dark oak button. That will complete the lounge. The next room we will work on is the right side bedroom, which is right next to the lounge. The first thing you need to make sure of is that part of the floor is raised. Along this corner wall, the raised floor needs to be 2 blocks away from the wall at all times. By the entrance, replace 2 of the floor blocks with dark oak slabs. Then outline the edges of the raised floor with dark oak fences. In this 4-block wide section by the windows, we will add a bed. Start with 2 stripped spruce wood blocks lining up with the corner of the raised floor. Place 2 spruce stairs in between the stripped spruce. Place more stripped spruce in the back corner, though 2 blocks high this time. Connect the sides with spruce stairs. The backboard will be 2 spruce planks blocks with spruce slabs on top of them. On the front 2 pieces of stripped spruce, place 3 spruce fences on each one. The back strip spruce will only have 2 spruce fences on each one. Above the middle section, place 2 rows of purpur slabs. Then connect the tops of the fences with spruce gates. Along the edges of the purpur, add magenta carpet. Lastly, add 2 magenta beds in the space in the middle. In between these 2 1x3 windows, we will add a dresser. Start with 3 stripped jungle wood blocks. Place jungle trapdoors in front of the jungle wood. Above the wood, add a 3x2 square of white stained glass. The block above the dresser, add 3 spruce trapdoors. On top of the trapdoors, place an ender chest with flower pots on either side with alums. Moving to the right of the dresser, place a spruce trapdoor shelf that is on the 3rd block from the ground. It should be 1 block away from the window. Add another spruce trapdoor shelf in the 2nd block up from the bottom shelf and shift it to the right by 1 block. On the bottom shelf, place a bookshelf and a chest. On the top shelf, place a bookshelf and a skull. On the opposite wall of the shelves we just placed, add a dark oak slab 2.5 blocks from the floor. Add another dark oak slab a block above the previous one. Place dark oak trapdoors on both sides of both slabs. Add dark oak fences between the trapdoors. In the middle, add a painting. Moving to the ceiling, we will do a slightly different trim compared to the others we have been doing. Instead of alternating by a block and a slab, alternate between dark oak slabs and trapdoors. At the corner of the trim, connect it to the other side with trapdoors. 3 blocks from the doors and in the center line, create a light fixture with 2 chains and a lantern. 3 blocks from the first light, create another light fixture the same way as the first one. Add another light fixture a block behind the one you just created, but shift it over by a block. This time, only use 1 chain and a lantern. That will complete this bedroom. We will now move to the right side hallway that is in between the bathroom and lounge. Add spruce fences and an end rod to both of the trims of the doorways to the lounge and bathroom. On the ceiling, add a dark oak trim by alternating between blocks and slabs all the way down to this corner, which is on the wall of the lounge. Add slabs between every block in the middle section in between the trims. Add 2 light fixtures with 2 chains and a lantern, one near the end wall and the other at the end of the trim. Finally, add a dark oak button below every slab in the trim. This will complete this hallway. The next room we will work on is the bathroom. First, change the floor to chiseled quartz. Exclude the right side. The right side will have quartz stairs along 3 of the edges. The last section, which should be hugging the far right wall, should have quartz slabs. Once you have that done, replace the quartz bricks that transition into the white terracotta with upside down quartz stairs. Make sure to corner the edges. Also leave the single quartz bricks by the windows. On the left wall, add quartz slabs in the corners of the indent. In the wall, place 2 upside down quartz stairs 2 blocks from the ground. Place 4 birch trapdoors at the base of the wall. In the middle of these trapdoors, we will create a toilet. Start with a smooth quartz slab that is a slab up from the ground. Then place another slab on top of it. In front of the bottom slab, place an upside down smooth quartz stair. Lastly, add an iron trapdoor above the stair. Now you have your toilet. Though in front of the toilet, add 3 blue carpets. Now to the wall with the windows. Place an upside down diorite stair in front of one of the windows. Place a cornered diorite stair next to it. In the middle, add a diorite stair that faces the wall. Below the other window, mirror what you did to the other side. Add a birch trapdoor in front of the middle stair. Then fill the middle stair with water. Above the middle stair, add a tripwire hook. Above the stairs, add some sea pickles and blue candles. 2 blocks above the sink, add birch trapdoors in an arc shape. On one of the trapdoors, add a light gray banner to simulate a towel. You could throw on a banner pattern if you want to make it more realistic, but I just didn't feel like it. Next, we will move on to the shower. On the right wall that has the quartz stairs on the floor, add light gray stained glass above the stairs. The glass should go up by 4 blocks and leave a 1x3 hole in the left side. To simulate a door, place a pane, birch fence, and then another pane next to the 1x3 hole. In the shower, break 3 quartz bricks in order to replace it with upside down quartz stairs. On the right side of the shower, add a stone button a block above the stair and a tripwire a block above the button. Moving to the ceiling, alternate between dark oak blocks and slabs. Create supports in the ceiling with dark oak slabs. These should go from the toilet to the shower. In the 2 end spaces, add light fixtures with 2 chains and a lantern. Lastly, add dark oak buttons below each slab in the trim. That will complete the bathroom. Now we will detail the area around the overlook in the center of the house. It will mostly be shelves and stuff, so it will be a pretty easy room to do. We will start with the ceiling trim. Just continue the trim from the end of the right side hallway, though the trim in front of this window will be slightly different. At the sides of the window, have dark oak stairs. Next to the stairs, add dark oak trapdoors, then a dark oak slab in the middle. Continue the rest of the trim. However, from this corner, just continue the trim in a straight line all the way to the other wall. Add a slab here if you haven't already. Add ceiling supports in the room with dark oak slabs and trapdoors, so that there are 3 block wide spaces at the ends of the room and an 8 block space in the middle. Moving to this hallway behind the trim of the main overlook room, continue the trim of the overlook into this hallway. On the decreasing ceiling pieces, create a simple arch using slabs and a trapdoor. Create another one of those arches at the end of the hallway so that there is a 2 block wide space at the end of the hallway. Back to the overlook room, in the large middle section of the ceiling, ceiling, break a 5x6 hole. Above the hole, add a 3x6 section of stripped oak wood. Add dark oak stairs around the corners of the hole. In between the stairs, add dark oak slabs. Back to the trim. Below each slab in the trim, add a dark oak button. Below the large window, add dark oak stairs and a slab in the middle. On the edges of the stairs, add trapdoors. Along the edges of the window, place dark oak trapdoors. On the other window above the balcony, add a dark oak slab. Add more slabs next to the sides of the first slab, though a slab up. Add dark oak trapdoors below the slabs. Along the sides of the window, place an upside down dark oak stair, then another stair above that one. Do the same to the other side. Next to the upper stairs, place trapdoors. Finally, in the middle, add dark oak fences. That will complete both windows. On the wall to the left of the large window, add 3 spruce trapdoors on the 4th block from the floor. On the shelf, add bookshelves and a flower pot with a fern. A block from the left of the first shelf and a block down, add another 3-block wide shelf. Add a bookshelf, chest, and a skull on this shelf. Now to the left of the balcony door. Create a shelf 2 blocks from the floor with spruce stairs and a trapdoor. On this shelf, add a crafting table, bookshelf, and a flower pot with a red tulip. Above the bookshelf and flower pot, add spruce trapdoors. On the wall to the left of the wall we just created, add another shelf. Create this shelf with spruce stairs and a trapdoor, 3 blocks from the floor. On this shelf, add a double chest and sea pickles. Now to the wall on the right of the big window. On the right side of the wall, a block away from the edge, and the 4th block from the floor, create a 3-wide spruce trapdoor shelf. On this shelf, add 2 bookshelves and a chest. Now a block to the left of this shelf and a block down. Create another 3-wide spruce trapdoor shelf. On this shelf, add a bookshelf, barrel, and a lantern. On top of the bookshelf, add a flower pot with a blue orchid. Now to add light to the room. In each 3-wide section of the ceiling, add a light fixture with 2 chains and a lantern. In the middle section, starting from the 2 edges of the stripped oak wood, make 2 light fixtures with 4 chains and a lantern. That will complete the overlook room. Moving to the left side hallway, we will start off with the stairs. Along the walls, add stripped dark oak wood like this. Then create a dark oak slab staircase. It should leave 1 block of floor space between the railing and the staircase. Make sure the dark oak trim on the wall follows the stripped dark oak floor. On the 2 door frames, add a spruce fence and an end rod on both sides of the doorway. Again, it should be a block from the ground. On the second row of the lower ceiling, add a light fixture with 2 chains and a lantern. Add another light fixture that is 2 blocks from the first one. It's the same as the first one too. Along the sides of the left side window of the hallway, add dark oak trapdoors. At the base of this window, add a table with spruce stairs and a trapdoor. On the stairs of the table, add 2 stacks of white candles with 2 candles in each stack. On the wall opposite of the window we just worked on, create a shelf with spruce stairs and a trapdoor. On this shelf, add flower pots with blue orchids. 1.5 blocks above the first shelf, create another shelf with spruce slabs and a trapdoor. Place flower pots with ferns on this shelf. Behind the ferns, add barrels into the wall. On the floor, create a 3x7 square of red carpet a block away from the middle window. In the center of the carpet, add yellow carpet. Also add yellow carpet at the ends of the red carpet. That will complete this hallway. Now to the last room of the second floor, the left side bedroom. The first thing we will add is the bed. 3 blocks from the back wall and 2 blocks from the left side wall, place a stripped spruce wood block. And place another stripped spruce wood block 2 blocks to the right of the first one. Connect these 2 blocks with spruce slabs. Now place 2 more stripped spruce blocks on the back wall. Each stripped spruce block should be 2 blocks apart. Add spruce stairs facing each other on the sides. Add gray beds in the middle. Leave space on the back wall. Above the slabs, place spruce trapdoors. On the back wall, add 2 more stripped spruce blocks. Above those blocks, place spruce trapdoors. Above the back stripped spruce blocks, on the sides, place 2 upside down spruce stairs. On the front 2 blocks, add 2 spruce fences on top of each one. Above the back stairs, place 1 spruce fence each. Connect the fences with spruce gates. Above the middle section, place 2 rows of stone slabs. Above the side gates, add light gray carpet. Along the sides of the bed, create tables with 2 oak stairs facing each other. On each table, place a flower pot with a flowering azalea. That will complete the bed. Now to the wall where the doorway is. In the corners, Create 2 strip spruce pillars going up 3 blocks. Next to the first block of each pillar, place a spruce trapdoor. Next to the top block of the pillar, place a spruce slab, then a trapdoor. On the top part of each shelf, place a double chest. Next to the chest, place a flower pot with a red tulip. At the bottom shelves, place a stack of white candles that should contain 3 candles. That will complete these shelves. Moving to the blank right wall, place 2 dark oak signs a block from the floor. These signs should go on the 2-block wide stripe in the center of the wall. 2 blocks above the first signs, place 2 more signs. Place dark oak trapdoors along the sides of the signs so that it leaves a 2x2 space in the middle. Finally, place a painting in the middle. A block in front of the door, place a 4x2 blue carpet. Moving to the ceiling, apply the same trim we've been doing in every room. Though over each double strip, there should be 2 slabs. Add supports to the ceiling from the blocks using slabs and trapdoors. These supports should go from the left window wall to the right blank wall. Near the back wall, create 2 light fixtures with 1 chain and a lantern. These fixtures should be 2 blocks apart. Do the same near the front wall. However, use 2 chains instead of 1. And with that, the bedroom is complete. The second floor is finally finished. Give yourself a pat on the back since we are almost finished. Just have to work on the basement now. Go ahead and move down to the first floor where we created the staircase leading down. This staircase should already have 5 layers of stairs. Along the stairs you've already made, break the blocks around it. Make sure to break enough blocks in front of the blocks in front of the stairs. Extend the staircase by 8 blocks. So in total, the staircase should be 13 blocks long. Below the top layer of the stairs, add upside down stairs so that the bottom of the stairs aren't blocky. Once you have the stairs laid out, create a 27 by 39 by 9 space around the stairs. In front of the stairs, there should be 17 blocks of space between the base of the stairs and the end of the clearing. Once you have this space cleared out, create a floor of stripped dark oak wood. We will move back to the staircase. This part will be very detailed, so follow along carefully. Don't worry about having the same dirt layers as I have here. You should have 2 layers of dirt, but if you don't, it still should be okay. 2 blocks away from the staircase, place 2 blocks of cobbled deep slate right below the foundation. This should align with the end of the railing on the first floor. From these 2 blocks of cobbled deep slate, add more blocks of cobbled deep slate, 2 blocks to the left, and more blocks 3 blocks to the right. Do the same to the other side of the staircase. Along the sides of the staircase, place nether bricks. It should cover each stair. Do this until you reach the dark oak of the railing on the first floor. Make sure to do both sides. On top of the nether bricks, place nether brick walls. Above the 11th stair down, a block to the right of the nether brick, and 3.5 blocks above the nether brick wall on this layer, place a dark oak slab. Place a dark oak plank above the slab and one to the left as well. Then alternate between dark oak stairs and blocks to the other end. The length of this dark oak trim should be 7 blocks. Continue this trim along the sides of the staircase until you reach the nether bricks of the staircase. Below each stair, place a dark oak slab. Below each block, place a dark oak trapdoor. However, below a block that is just 1 block above the nether brick wall, place a dark oak plank block. Do the same for both sides. On the sides of the staircase, above each stair in the dark oak trim, place 2 spruce logs. Make sure you do this for both sides. In the spaces that a nether brick wall nearly covers, place stripped spruce wood. In between the spruce logs, place dark oak fences. To cover some of this dirt here, place stripped spruce wood. When you get to the foundations, we will do something different. On the sides, a block from the ceiling, place spruce slabs. On these slabs, place spruce planks. In between these planks, add spruce stairs. Add more stairs along the sides of the staircase as well. Replace the nether brick walls on this level with spruce stairs. That will mostly complete the staircase down into the basement. Now create a ceiling with stripped spruce wood. It should be at the same layer of the top part of the dark oak trim we made for the staircase. This should leave the slabs and the trapdoors hanging out. Now along the edges of the stripped spruce floor you've made, place tough. However, there are some exceptions. Behind the stairs, leave a 7-block gap in the middle of the wall. In the space in front of the staircase, place the tough 2 blocks from the edges. However, in the middle of this wall, create a 1-block indent that is 7 blocks wide. Above this first layer of tough, place another layer of tough. Above these layers of tuff, place 3 layers of dead bubble coral blocks. Make sure not to place any blocks inside of the gap or indent yet. Add a 4th layer of dead bubble coral. This time you will add 1 block on each side of the gap and indent. Above the dead coral, place 2 layers of light gray wool. The light gray wool can then go over the gap and indent. At this point, Mix the layers together so it looks more like a gradient. This will be the main outline of the walls finished. The basement walls will have a lot of indents in them, so we will start laying those out, starting from the wall where the indent is. On both sides of the indent, create a 5x5 hole 2 blocks away from the indent. Moving to the side walls, it doesn't matter which one, they will both be the same in the end. Create a 5x3 hole that is 2 blocks from the floor and has a 3 block wide gap at the top and has another 1 block wide gap at the very top. Create the same indent pattern every other block on this wall. When you get to the wall with the gap, create the same 5x5 holes you made on the wall with the indent. Make sure it is 2 blocks away from the gap. If you haven't done the other side wall, repeat the pattern you did for the first side wall you did. Once you have all the indents laid out, we will move on to detailing them. The first part in detailing is filling these holes in. The first one we will detail is the 5x5 holes. Pick whichever one you want to work on first, it doesn't matter since they will all have the same design. Behind the hole, fill it in with cobbled deep slate. The next indents we will fill are the indents on the side walls. Again, pick whichever one you want to work on first, they will all have the same design. Start by creating a U shape at the first layer with cobbled deep slate. Stack this U shape by 3 more layers. At the top layer, just have a layer of cobbled deep slate cover the top. In the open area left by the U shape, add podzol. The podzol shouldn't be visible from the floor. The next thing we will add is the pillars. On the edges of every indent, place a dark oak plank block at the base. In between each plank, add dark oak stairs. Make sure to corner the stairs that actually touch the planks. In front of each face of the dark oak planks, place a dark oak trapdoor. Most blocks will only have 1 trapdoor, however the blocks near the indent and gap should have 2 trapdoors. Above each dark oak plank, place a dark oak plank on the ceiling. On top of each dark oak plank on the floor, add 2 nether brick walls. Below each dark oak plank on the ceiling, add 2 more nether brick walls. In between these walls, add dark oak fences. Once you have all the pillars done, the basement should look something like this. In between each pillar, we will add an arch. Start with 2 dark oak planks along each side of the tops of the pillars. Below the far edge planks, place an upside down dark oak stair on each side. In between the planks, add a dark oak slab. This design will work in any space that is 5 blocks wide. The last arch type we will add is in between the pillars along the outsides of the indent and gap. Start with 2 dark oak planks on both sides. Then add 2 dark oak slabs beside the planks. Then place a dark oak trapdoor in between the slabs. Finally, below the far edge planks, add dark oak stairs. Repeat this arch to either the indent or gap, whichever one you didn't do first. Now we will move to detailing the indents. Start with the 5x5 indents. Replace 3 tough blocks in the center of the indent with podzol. Place flowering azalea leaves on top of the podzol. Half a block above the leaves, create a shelf with dark oak slabs and a trapdoor. On top of the trapdoor, place a lantern. Then 1.5 blocks above the first shelf, create another shelf with dark oak slabs and a trapdoor. On top of this shelf, add barrels. Along the sides of the indent, add stripped spruce wood pillars. Finally, create a simple arch using spruce trapdoors. Then repeat this same design to all the other 5x5 indents. Once those 5x5 indents are done, we will create the designs for the indents on the side walls. Start by adding stone slabs at the base of the indent along the sides. Add another stone slab at the top. Add cobbled deep slate behind these 2 blocks. Below the blocks you just added, place cobbled deep slate stairs. Next to the blocks, add cobbled deep slate slabs. Break a triangle in the center of the cobbled deep slate 2 blocks up from the podzol. In the 3 wide portion, add upside down cobbled deep slate stairs. Don't corner the edge stairs. A block behind the open space, add a sea lantern. At the top of this open space, add a cobbled deep slate slab. Copy this design to all the indents on the side walls. Now for the final touch, adding flowers. Alternate between using lilacs and peonies. On each wall, there should be 4 sets of lilacs and 2 sets of peonies. That will complete the indents. Now to detail more of the central part of the room. 5 blocks away from the pillars we have on the walls, we will add more pillars. Start by laying out the pillars by placing a dark oak plank block every 5 blocks. Do this on the floor and ceiling. Around the dark oak planks on the floor, surround them with dark oak trapdoors. From here, create the same pillar design we did on the wall, 2 nether brick walls, then 2 dark oak fences, and lastly 2 nether brick walls. Also recreate the 5 block arch we did on the wall arches for these pillars as well. Place the same pillar design on the other side of the room if you haven't already. For the long space in between the pillars, recreate the same arch we did above the large indent and gap. In the space created between the long arches, add dark oak slabs in the corners. Do this for all the spaces in between the long arches. We are also going to finish the slab trapdoor trim around the staircase. it should continue into one of the long arches. Next, we will detail the back part of the staircase. 3 blocks from the base of the staircase, add a dark oak log pillar that should go up by 5 blocks into the staircase. Along the top of the pillar, add more spruce logs going away from the pillar. 3 blocks behind the first pillar, create another spruce log pillar that goes all the way up to the ceiling. Along the bases of the pillar, surround them with trapdoors. Near the top of the shorter pillar, surround it with more trapdoors. Include another trapdoor right where the logs branch off the main pillar. The last trapdoors we will add will be around the top of the taller pillar. Now we will move on to the ceiling. We will first start with the 5x5 sections. Break a 3x3 hole in the ceiling. Break another hole in the center and place a spruce log. In the corners, place spruce stairs facing each other. Then on 2 of the sides, place a spruce stair facing towards the stripped spruce in order to get a line on the edges. In the final 2 spaces, place a spruce stair facing away from the center. From the spruce log, place 2 chains and a lantern. Repeat this ceiling design to every 5x5 section in the ceiling. Now moving to the 9x5 sections of the ceiling. Break a 7x3 hole in the ceiling. Break a 1x5 hole in the dirt and replace it with oak planks. Along the sides, place 3 spruce stairs with the edges cornered. Place more spruce stairs around the cornered stairs. Then place spruce stairs facing each other to get this pattern. In between these stairs, add a spruce trapdoor. In the center, we will create a simple chandelier with 2 chains, an oak gate, and oak fences along the sides of the gate. Place lanterns below the fences. Repeat this pattern to every 9x5 section in the ceiling. Now we will smooth out the arches in both the gap and the indent. At the top of the doorway, break 3 of the blocks. Replace the edge blocks with stone slabs. Repeat this to the indent as well. Now we will create some floor designs. So moving over to one of the sides of the room, break 2 5-block long lines in the center of the floor. Fill these lines with spruce stairs that are facing towards the middle with the edges cornered. Fill these stairs with water. On the stripped dark oak in between the stairs, place red carpet. Also place red carpet at the ends of the stairs. Repeat this pattern all the way to the end of the room. Also replicate this design to the other side of the room. The last thing we will do in this room is to add carpet to the center of the room. Starting from the front of the stairs, break an 11-block long hole in the floor. Place red mushroom blocks in this hole. Surround the red mushroom with red carpet. Then surround the red carpet with yellow carpet. Moving to the space behind the staircase, add red mushroom blocks from 2 blocks away from the base of the stairs to the gap in the wall. Surround the red mushroom with red carpet. Whenever you get to the trapdoors, rather than leaving the stripped dark oak block there, replace the block below with a red wool block. Finally, surround the red carpet with yellow carpet. That will finally finish the entrance room to the basement. I may have overcomplicated this a bit. Anyway, in this doorway we will create a short hallway. Clear a 9x15x9 area for the hallway. Create a stripped dark oak wood floor. Along the sides of the floor, place 2 layers of tuff. Above the tuff, add dead bubble coral. Above that, add 2 layers of light gray wool. For the ceiling, add spruce logs. Finally, mix the layers together. At the end of the hallway, add an arch that is identical to the one at the start of the hallway. Starting from 2 blocks away from the edge of the hallway, create a spruce log pillar every 4 blocks. Do this for both sides of the hallway. On the ceiling, create spruce log supports on the sides of each pillar. In the 2-block space in between the supports, add spruce stairs in a circle. In the 1-block spaces in between the supports, add a dark oak plank with a dark oak stair below it. Next to the plank, add a dark oak slab. Along the sides of the pillar, add dark oak stairs. Do this with every pillar in the hallway. At the center of the 1-block spaces, add a light fixture with 2 chains and a lantern. Around the bases of the pillar, add dark oak trapdoors. In between the pillars, create shelves 3.5 blocks from the floor with spruce slabs and trapdoors. On top of the shelves, place barrels. Lastly, we will finish the carpet. Bring the red mushroom blocks to a block short of the last pillar. Surround the red mushroom with red carpet. Finally, surround the red carpet with yellow carpet. Below each trapdoor, place a yellow wool block rather than leaving it stripped dark oak. That will complete this hallway. We are almost done with the interior of this house, but we will make one more thing. A greenhouse. The first thing we need to do is clear out a 23x57x9 space. Create a floor out of stone brick, cracked stone brick, andesite, and stone. Around the edges of the floor, place 2 layers of tuff and 2 layers of dead bubble coral, though a section that sits directly opposite of the doorway will go all the way up. In total, it should be a 9x4 section. A block behind the first wall we built, create a layer of deep slate tiles. Add 2 more layers of deep slate tiles over the first layer. In total, there should be 3 layers of deep slate tiles. Moving back to the original wall level, above the deep slate tile layer, add a layer of stripped spruce. Finally, mix the layers of tough and dead bubble coral together. That is the wall outline complete. In the middle of the ceiling, open up the ceiling until you can see the sky. There should be a border of 2 blocks around the opening. Once you have this opening finished, we can move to detailing the walls. Now we will be adding pillars along the walls. Starting from a block to the left of the doorway, place a spruce log going up 9 blocks. Make sure to place spruce logs behind the pillar as well. Along the side wall, place a spruce pillar every 10 blocks. The pillars in the corners should function as pillars on the side walls. What that means is the spruce logs you put behind the pillar should go along the side wall. When you get to the end walls, place the first pillar 5 blocks from the corner, then leave a middle section that is 7 blocks wide. Your pillars along the end wall should look something like this. Once you have your pillars laid out, we can start detailing. Start by adding nether brick walls on both sides of the pillars that are on the side walls. You won't need them on the end walls. At the end walls, add dead bubble coral along the sides of the pillars in the middle section. Along the side walls, place a pillar of stripped spruce wood next to each pillar of nether brick walls. At the end walls, place stripped spruce along the sides of the spruce log pillars, except in the center wall, which will just be next to the dead bubble coral. In this middle section on the side wall opposite of the doorway, place 2 sets of stripped spruce a block away from the spruce log pillars, and 5 blocks from the floor. In between the stripped spruce, break a 5x2 hole. At the top of the hole, place stripped spruce. Behind the hole, add deep slate tiles. Once you have added the stripped spruce everywhere, we can move on. Around the walls, add a stone ceiling that only goes away from the wall by 3 blocks. Upon the already exposed stone layer, add 2 more stone layers. Finally, add a layer of stone slabs on top of the stone. Now we will create some arches in between the pillars. We will start with the pillars that have a 10 block space in between them. 2 blocks down from the ceiling, add an upside down dark oak stair. Add a dark oak plank above that stair. Next to the block, add a dark oak slab. Above the slab, place a dark oak plank and another plank next to it. Place a slab next to the plank. In the corner, place an upside down dark oak stair facing out. Next to the slab, place 2 dark oak trapdoors. Repeat this support to the other side. Then repeat this arch for every 10 block space in between the pillars. For the 9 block spaces, it's basically the same thing with 1 less trapdoor in the center. Moving to a 5 block space, place a dark oak stair a block away from the ceiling. Then place 2 dark oak planks next to both pillars. In the center, add a dark oak slab. Do this arch for every 5 block space in between the pillars. Once you have those arches done, we can move on to the 7 block arch. 2 blocks below the ceiling, place a dark oak stair. Above the stair, place a dark oak plank. Near the ceiling, place more dark oak planks. However, leave the corners and the middle empty. Place dark oak stairs in the corners of the arches. Smooth out the arch with slabs. Then place a slab in the center. That is the 7 block arc finished. Make sure to add this arch to the other edge wall. Now we will make the last type of arch. Starting from the top of a pillar, place 3 dark oak planks. In the corner touching the pillar, place a dark oak stair. Next to the stair, place a dark oak trapdoor. Do this design for all the pillars. However, there will be a slight change to 4 of the arches. The arches by the doorway will instead have a slab at the end rather than a block. The same applies to the arches on the opposite side of the doorway. That will be the main supports done in the main area. Now we will add a dark oak trim around the stone ceiling. Alternate between dark oak blocks and slabs while connecting all the arches, though in the corners there should be 2 slabs instead of 1. Above the trim, we are going to add some small pillars. Add a dark oak plank pillar in the corner that is 3 blocks tall. Then add another that is 2 blocks away. Then a third that is 3 blocks away. Mirror this pattern until you reach the corner. From here, you will add a pillar every 5 blocks on the side walls. Between the 2 block spaces of the pillars, add 2 dark oak stairs facing each other. In the 3 block areas, create an arch using slabs and a trapdoor. In the 5 block spaces, create an arch using blocks, slabs, and a trapdoor. Once you have all of these arches, we can move on to the next part. In between the bases of the spruce log pillars, place podzol. The only exceptions are the doorway and the wall opposite of the doorway. In the corners of where the podzol connects, place stripped spruce wood. Then place spruce trapdoors around the podzol to cover up the dirt part. At the bases of the spruce log pillars, place a dark oak stair. They'll place 2 dark oak stairs around the pillars by the doorway. Above the stairs, add dark oak trapdoors. Now we will be adding some spruce trims. Starting in the 10 block space areas, place a spruce stair on the pillars at the last layer of the dead bubble coral. Then place a slab next to the stairs. Lastly, fill the space in between with spruce trapdoors. Do this for every 10 block space area. In the 5 block spaces, place a spruce stair 2 blocks up from the podzol, then place a spruce trapdoor beside each stair. Above this initial layer, add a layer of spruce trapdoors. Then in the center, place a lantern. Do this for every 5 block space. Moving to the 7 block space, place spruce stairs 2 blocks from the podzol with slabs next to them. Then fill in the space between the slabs. Do this with the other 7 block space as well. Finally, in the 9 block space on the wall, opposite of the doorway, place spruce stairs 4 blocks from the floor. Then place slabs next to the stairs and place 2 trapdoors next to each slab. Above the slabs and trapdoors, add a layer of trapdoors. Lastly, add a lantern in the middle. That will complete all the spruce trims. Now we will move back to the 10 block spaces. Start with placing barrels at the top layer and spruce slabs at the bottom layer. In front of the barrels, place dark oak trapdoors. Below these trapdoors, place glowberries and use bone meal on some of them so they have glowberries on the vines. Apply this same design to every 10 block space. Now we will work on the 5 block spaces. Start by placing spruce slabs at the base. Then move the deep slate tiles back a block. Fill in the top with more deep slate tiles. Fill in the bottom with podzol. Note the podzol should not be visible from behind the spruce slabs. Below the top layer of stripped spruce, add a simple arch with spruce slabs and a trapdoor. Finally, add some rose bushes. Apply this design with every 5 block space. Then we will move on to the 7 block space. In reality, it's the exact same design as the 5 block space, since the same amount of deep slate is shown. Apply this design with the other 7 block space. The last space we need to work on is the 9 block space opposite of the doorway. First, push back the deep slate by a block and add deep slate tiles to the top. Make sure to fill the bottom in with podzol. Now add some rose bushes. Add some spruce slabs to the base. Lastly, create an arch with slabs and trapdoors. Now let's create some waterworks. First, break a 3x5 hole in the center of the 9 block space. Place stripped spruce wood along the sides, top, and bottom. Fill in the middle with nether brick walls. Create 2 1x2 holes 3 blocks from the floor. In this hole, create a mini staircase so water can flow out of it. Then, in front of the holes and a block from the wall, break 2 3x17 gaps in the floor. Below the gaps, place clay. Moving back to the wall, create 4 pillars of 2 block high stone bricks along the sides of the 1x2 holes. Place stone brick stairs at the top of the stone bricks. Add 2 more stone brick stairs in the center. Now back to the clay holes. Surround the edges with stone stairs. Don't place a stair where the water will flow. Other than that, everywhere else is fine. Now add water flowing from the 1x2 holes. Fill up the trench with water as well. Starting from directly in front of the waterfalls, place a spruce trapdoor bridge every 3 blocks. On top of the exposed clay, place small drip leaf plants. That will complete the waterworks. Now to add room for more plants. Starting from 2 blocks from the water trench and 3 blocks to the right of the podzol already on the wall, create 8 rows of 8 block long planters with podzol. Surround the podzol with spruce trapdoors. Do this for the other side as well. Now to actually add some plants. Along the side walls, add lilacs. In the 5 block spaces, add large ferns. In the 7 block spaces, add peonies. In the center of the greenhouse, add flowers like oxydaisies, azure bluettes, poppies, blue orchids, red tulips, orange tulips, pink tulips, and white tulips. If you want to add any other plants, that's up to you. Now to add the last of the plants and solve our lighting issue. Moving back up to the dark oak plank pillars, connect the pillars together using oak trapdoors. Make sure you are able to place things below the trapdoors. When you have all the pillars connected with oak trapdoors like shown, we can move on to the next step. Only along the 3 long rows of trapdoors, place glowberry vines at various lengths. Use bone meal to add glowberries to some of the vines. I would recommend placing string below each vine in order to keep them from growing any further. The last set of plants we will add is flowering azalea leaves in between all the dark oak pillars. Now to the last step of this greenhouse, a glass roof. Go to the above ground section to start. Starting from the corner, place a dark oak plank and a slab above it. Next to the slab, go up by 3 blocks and a slab. Then go up by 2 blocks next to the slab. Go over by a block and place a block in a slab. Next to the slab, go over by 2 blocks. Place a slab on top of the end block. Next to the slab, go up by a block and place another block next to it. Finally, place a slab on top of the end block. Replicate this same arc from the other side. Once you have both arcs connected, it should look like this. 2 blocks from the point where the arc started, create a dark oak pillar. Do the same to the other side as well. Then create a pillar in the middle. Now we are going to replicate this arc several times more. Recreate this arc every 5 blocks until you reach the end. Connect these arcs together with slabs running across the center line. 1 upper layer slab and 1 lower layer slab on top of that. In between the pillars at the ends of the roof, fill in the space with white stained glass panes. In between all the blocks in the arcs, connect them with white stained glass. The slab should be a slab up from the glass when you are finished. For a final touch, add dark oak trapdoors above the glass layers that are 3 blocks and 1 block, and that will complete the greenhouse. Well, that is the Victorian house tutorial complete. Well, I hope you enjoy your new Minecraft house. Check out my other videos if you like, but that's all for now. See ya!